morning.
Excellent.
Yes, I'm excellent.
You're feeling fresh?
I'm feeling a lot fresher than I expected.
I mean, you would have been here till midnight last night.
Pretty much as near as makes no difference. Excuse me.
Well, hey, you're young. You got the caffeine, the coffee going, or
no? That was a hot chocolate earlier this morning, and I'm surviving on no caffeine.
Really?
Well, I guess hot chocolate would have a little
bit, minimal. Yeah, no, enough to keep you going at least, and about an hour and a half, maybe you can go home and have a little bit of a nap, and then come back and do it all over again Thursday. You and I will have a nice long day.
Yes,
we'll be doing the pre and post game shows together. You'll be doing the morning show as well, and then Friday you'll be back to do it all over again. Super fatigued, but that's okay. It's just a short stretch. Think of the money. You gotta think of the money.
It's exactly what we're thinking about, and I'm also thinking about just what's going to be happening with Duke over this.
Oh yeah, as tired as you are, he's gonna probably wake up feeling more tired.
He's gonna be an absolute zombie, but he's in Cancun, so hey, good for him. It's gonna be a blast.
I think when you do that all inclusive resort, you wake up and you're not feeling too hot, but you just make the walk to like the swim up bar or one of the other spots, sunglasses on, nobody can tell. You just keep it going, hair the dog, and get back after it. And he's going down there for a wedding with the crew from Delburn. So if you're down in Mexico, watch out for those guys.
Do this guy's wedding, does their wedding season never end down there? Like, I feel like every 3 weeks there's a new wedding of someone from Delburn.
Yeah, it's like they all kind of followed in each other's footsteps. Like, now's the time. And then Duke said, no, I'm good.
The guy's had, 6 weddings to go to this summer?
Yeah, I don't know. He's in that age. He's 30.
He is.
I remember, I had a similar thing, but ours kind of went over, 3 to 4 years. And his is just kind of wham, 2 years, everybody is getting married. You'll get there, too. Your friends group, hopefully, all takes that next step and matures and settles down a little bit, but not quite yet.
No.
You got to do a Cancun. You've done the Mexico trip already,
I have
right?
done the Mexico trip with the guys, and that was a blast.
It's such a good time. A rite of passage. If you're listening and you're under 25, you got to do it. Just once. I recommend that. I think obviously Vegas, got to do Vegas. And then houseboating's another good one. Houseboating's a good time. Can get a little sloppy, but always a good time. Cat Dad says first Donovan needs to go to a concert before he gets married. Yeah, I think you'd probably enjoy a concert.
Yeah, I still haven't been to one though.
Maybe Foo Fighters and Queens of the Stone Age allegedly coming to town.
I don't know if you know what? Hot take, Foo Fighters has never been my jam per se.
That's okay.
I know a lot of people
I would disagree. They're fantastic. But if it's not, you didn't say they're bad. You just said they're not for you. So that's okay.
There's nothing wrong with them. There's just, in my mind, nothing special about them.
Learn to Fly.
They're
My
fine.
Hero.
They're fine. Now that from the other guys, that is that song and the other guys, he's jumping off the building. Have you ever seen the other guys?
Only once.
Oh, when that song's playing and Dwayne Johnson and Sam Jackson are jumping off the roof to just the street pavement and die.
Is it My Hero?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's a good movie.
I love that.
It's a good movie. Yeah. Will Ferrell, just the way he treats Eva Mendes, just unbelievable. Mark Wahlberg can't get over it. Yeah, that's a very good movie, and a good song as well. I'm guessing comedic relief when you think of it. I don't remember the exact scene because, like I said, I've only seen it once, but good movie. Johnny says, "Are you guys reading comments on the air anymore? It doesn't seem like you do with Low Tide Show." I can't speak for Low Tide, Johnny, but yeah, we do. Of course, we need it. I always say, this show goes where the listener wants us to go. You text it in, we'll talk about it. We should talk some sports from last night because if you're a local Edmonton, Toronto fan, you had a great evening. The Toronto Blue Jays getting the job done once again. Great performance with Shohei Ohtani on the mound. Vlad Guerrero Jr. hits his second career home run off Shohei, gave the Jays a 2-1 lead, and they did not look back. And Shane Bieber did exactly what he had to do. Gave you some strong innings, only gave up the 1 run, and improving to 2-0 in the playoffs as a starting pitcher for the Bluebirds. And now they, of course, well, not forced. Game 5 was going to happen no matter what tonight down in Los Angeles. But Donovan, that was a fun one. And, give credit to the guys gutting it out. Like, there's some injuries with this team. Bo Bichette getting the RBI, probably healthy, legs that into a double, but was satisfied with just stopping down at first base. We saw Vlad Guerrero limping a little bit. They showed it when he ran home on the hit by Bo Bichette. But I saw even earlier, it kind of looked like something's not right. Like, there's a little giddy in his step. Alejandro Kirk, we'll see. But the depth of this team being tested and that bottom of the order continually coming through with the clutch hits as well. It's a fun team to watch. They definitely have a high level of confidence in themselves.
Oh, for sure. Like this team right now, watching them, I say I've never seen a team with more heart, with more guts. Like, they are just the epitome of that kind of lunch pail mentality where everyone just shows up to work and everyone is, engaged from top to bottom. They give it their absolute all, and they will not take no for an answer.
Yeah.
They are. You look at some of the at bats in this series, and whether it's a 10 pitch work and a walk to Nathan Lucas, whether it's a Vladdy home run from last night, they do everything well. And this is a true team. You listen to everybody's post games, whether it's Chris Bassett, Shane Bieber, everybody talks about how close this team is. And for me, like, it's inspiring watching this team.
Yeah. And they even say, like, even off the field, like, families, wives, like, it's something bigger than just a baseball team. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun to watch. The fashion they lost in game 3, like, it was a backbreaker and you could have folded, but this team didn't. They fought through it. Gutsy performance once again. And now the series will shift back to Toronto, Halloween. That makes me adjust my Halloween plans. I might have to set up a TV by the door, or at least have it on my phone the entirety of the night. But it's going to be absolutely awesome. The two teams meet tonight, and you can hear that game here on Sports 1440 radio feed only. My only qualm with the Blue Jays is that, man, can we get Varland some longer pants? Like, where's the flood, man? We need a little more aura with that guy. But got in there, gave us a little bit of a scare. Got the job done, though. And yeah, now the Toronto Blue Jays turn their attention to tonight. Now, the Edmonton Oilers, Donovan, you were part of the post-game show last night as well. And, things that as a fan probably frustrated you in that one after the first period. I will say I was watching the Blue Jays flipping back to the Oilers game when I could. Jack Roslovic had the only shot from an Oilers forward after 20 minutes. We heard there might have been of a tongue lashing in between periods. The Edmonton Oilers respond, scoring 5 goals in that period. And, you go back and Stuart Skinner, makes the bad decision that leads to a goal right after the Oilers even things up. After that, though, shut the door. Good to see him lock it down, even if you don't like that goal, which would be totally fair. After that, I believe he faced 11 shots, no more goals. But as I scroll through here, just kind of looking at the things that the Oilers do right, winning battles behind the net. Trent Frederick had a play behind the net to set up, that led to a goal. Ike Howard, same thing on his goal, made a good play. We had a good pinch, I believe, from Wallman on one of the goals. Like, they're doing those little things that did lead to offense, which was encouraging to see. Depending on your side of the coin, the Matthias Ekholm goal, I'm sure Utah fans say bad goal. Oilers say great shot. But Donovan, it was pretty encouraging, I would think. And who knows how it plays out, starting tomorrow against the Rangers. But this could be a turning point in the season where, one period, 5 goals. You're starting to realize, like, okay, guys, we do these things. We're still a damn good team, and we can win games here. And hey, Utah was rolling in this, like, coming into this one. So I thought it was a pretty impressive performance. Sans the first period.
Oh, I totally agree. The first period was, oh boy, here we go again.
Yeah.
The first period was me and Walk sitting down at first round at the bar going, oh boy, this might be ugly. And it was talked about all day yesterday, from Gregor to Lowtide to Kevin, all saying, listen, this could get really ugly if the Oilers continue to play the way they've played coming into this game.
Oh, absolutely.
And it was looking ugly in the first period. And then Matthias Ekholm's goal totally changed the swagger. It brought them a little bit of life. And then the Oilers showed up and looked like themselves again. It was, they were rejuvenated. But I would say like the biggest thing for me in that game, and if you listen to Chris Knobloch's post-game comments, he said they scored their first rebound goal of the season in that game.
Yeah.
Which is true. Which, listen, I'm not going to be too upset about, but we've called for it all year, right? It is go to the front of the net, go to the dirty areas, and bang home a garbage goal, get a tip goal. I don't care. That is the biggest thing that the Oilers haven't done to this point in the season. And last night, I thought you finally saw a little bit more of it.
Mm-hmm.
They did it a little bit over the weekend, but they finally brought themselves into some semblance of I don't want to say effort level, because it's not effort level, but they brought themselves to the hard areas and it worked.
Yeah. Which is kind of crazy because
it shouldn't take you 11 games to have a rebound goal.
I mean, I like go back to that overtime win when Wallman scores and they're on the power play. And the first, like PP1 doing what they do, whipping it around, looking great, taking a couple shots. And then they send out the second unit and Wallman's like, I'm just going to shoot it on net. And they win. And like there, to me right there was like, this is what we do. We shoot pucks. We test their goalies. Like things happen. It's hockey. And it can work out pretty well for you. The pass from Nuge on McDavid's first goal. Oh my gosh. That was too sweet.
That was
McDavid had to shoot the puck in that situation.
Yeah, he did. He had no choice. I mean, he's pass up grade A chance after grade A chance, but that was, I mean, just a beauty little tic-tac-toe play between himself and Nuge. There was a lot of moments though last night where I thought to myself, like, okay, this is the start.
Yeah.
This is the game that you really build off. I thought they were okay over the weekend. Like they had for sure their struggles. They continued in that game in the first period. I thought the struggle off the rush, particularly, but last night was a real building block game where you look and say, okay, we got to the net, check mark. We were a little bit more engaged physically, I thought, particularly Trent Frederick. He had his moments last night.
Led to, like, in my opinion, one of the big plays that led to a goal.
Adam Henrique goes and digs a puck out behind the net, right out to Ike Howard. Check mark. Right? You were a little more engaged. You were winning some battles. All those big things that we were talking about through the first 10 games of this season that the Oilers weren't doing, they found a way to do them last night, and that's why they were successful.
Yeah, and like we both said, it shouldn't have taken 11 games. It shouldn't be game 12 where you're like, oh, we got to do these little things, especially for a team that has been to 2 straight Stanley Cup finals. But easier said, very easy to do from this chair or from the couch. But they went out there and they actually did it. And I just want to take a look at the hits. Mangiapane had 4 credited. Leon Draisaitl and Trent Frederick each with 2. Podkolzin with 2. Rosovic and Savoy with 1. Then on the back end, not that many, actually. You had 6 total. Ty Emberson with 3. Ekholm and Bouchard each getting in on the action. And, good on Ty Emberson for scoring that goal, jumping down into the play. Rebound goal, right?
It's a good read. It's a good read. I didn't expect to see Ty Emberson scoring a rebound goal last night.
Yeah.
But he would have been last on my bingo card, I think. But hey, good for Ty Emberson. Gets himself on the score sheet. And to be honest, for me, he's had a pretty strong start to the year.
Yeah. I mean, and he's going to be a third pairing guy.
Yep.
Relying on his defensive game. Like I don't think anyone's going to be asking too much out of him. But you do that, chip in offensively every once in a while. Going to be a pretty good result for him, I would think. And, Win Regula, there's going to be some battles there for like that 6th, 7th defenseman. So good for him to make a strong case. Any other game stand out to you last night? I mean, there was only 15 others to choose from.
Yeah, it was only Frozen Frenzy last night. There was only a few games on. If you were, I mean, listen, they were on basically every single sports channel.
Yeah.
It was a blast last night. Like being down at first round last night, that was the place to be. Every game was on the TVs. It was a blast. And the interesting one that I was kind of watching last night was Connor Bedard scored his first career hat trick last night against the Sens.
Yeah.
Which, with all the hype he's had in his NHL career, kind of surprising to realize, oh my God, that was his first career hat trick. But I would say that one was particularly interesting. Just Chicago looks different this year. They look like they have some life, and they've grown a lot. Like Frank Nazar has been a really good story in Chicago for me. Other games, the Ducks continues to surprise me. They beat Florida in the shootout. I don't know if you saw the Bobby Brink shootout winner last night for the Flyers, but
No.
Oh my God, the hands just absolutely embarrassing the Pens goalie. There's too many games to talk about.
I saw Mason McTavish was first star in that game with no points. That's something. I was intrigued, just with Winnipeg and Minnesota because of Minnesota. I think we had people expecting that it'd be a little hotter start to the season. The Jets kind of doing their thing. The Lightning win, and they were kind of lower half of their division, so good to see that for them. Stars and Caps, I thought we'd see more offense, to be honest with you. 1-0 result wasn't quite there, but the Avs and Devils, that was kind of the game I had circled. And Olofsson, 5 points. Nathan McKinnon, 3 points. Kel McCarr, ho-hum, 4 helpers. Like, this Avalanche team is good.
They are good, but they are... I always fall back to the same thing. Like, it's so hard to win when you're as run and gun as that Avs team is.
Mm-hmm.
And make no mistake, like, they're really run and gun. And you saw it, like, 8-4 is the final in that game. And that's the reason why I compare the Oilers and the Avs, because, like, I think everybody kind of clumps them together in, like, this Stanley Cup contender. These guys can really win group. And I look at the Avs and think, when you're that run and gun, it's really, really hard to win.
Yeah, that's fair. The Oilers have that reputation because they have the top end talent. But when they've been at their best the last 3 years, what are they doing? They're defending. That was 18. How many games did they win in a row 2 years ago? 18, 16?
18,
I think in that stretch, there was like 19 games where they allowed 3 goals or less.
Yeah.
So it was like, that's when they're at their best. But I get what you're saying. When you are playing run and gun, and any night, if McKinnon or Makar aren't full speed, it can go the other way quickly. It's Fantasy Frenzy here on Sports 1440. Connor Halley and Donovan Paulson with you here. We'll take a break. When we come back, we get more of your text to 1-833-401-1440. Just very quickly, 2 people, Tiger Lily and John, both said they wouldn't cross the street to see the Foo Fighters. And we also had Roland, and there was another one that both said, aim for the trees. So
I think the line is aim for the bushes.
Is it bushes?
I don't remember, but you might be right there, Roland. But either way, hilarious.
Triple C also said best aim for the trees. So it's the bushes.
It is aim for the bushes.
And 2 people said trees. Interesting. Oh, maybe we'll have to play that clip. Not crossing the street to see the Foo Fighters. That's a wild one to me. It's just across the street. It's a free concert. You might as well go listen to Learn to Fly, get motivated. We'll take a break here. More text when we get back. It's Fantasy Frenzy here on Sports 1440, streaming on YouTube, Facebook, X, and Instagram. Brought to you by Will Hawk Beef Jerky.
I'm Colin Livingston, president of Cantor, proudly delivering world-class hydraulic torque wrenches in Canada since 2016. I'm thrilled to announce our in-house production of tool components and accessories for faster turnarounds and enhanced versatility. The future is here at Cantor.com.
Electrical Solar Team is now making a play for sustainability and savings. They're specialists in powering up for a greener future.
That's the strategy, designing and installing high-efficiency solar panels. They're helping homes and businesses combat rising utility costs by harnessing the power of the sun.
A smart move for efficiency and the environment. Hire the Action Electrical team to bring home a win for your project. Visit actionelectrical.net.
I'm Gene Principe for Legacy Heating and Cooling. If you need a furnace this Halloween, it'd be a grave mistake not to
call Legacy. Call Legacy.
Need repair? Revampire your furnace. Just
call Legacy. Call Legacy.
Legacy has a skeleton of furnaces in stock.
Call Legacy. Call Legacy.
Plus, no interest and no prints of payments for 1 year when you buy with Legacy Heating and Cooling.
When pumpkins glow and night turns chill, there's one fall treat that fits the bill. A pizza shaped like a jack-o'-lantern with smiling pepperoni pattern. Thin golden crust, so cheesy and tasty. Get yours now, better be hasty. It's only around for a limited time for a spooktacular price, $17.99. Better ingredients, better pizza, yes, it's true. Papa John's Jack-o'-lantern Pizza is coming for you. Spookily and proudly locally owned and operated.
Looking for the perfect gift? Give the gift of great taste with a Loca Quality Market gift card. Redeemable at any Loca Quality Market or Loca operated restaurant. It's a treat for food lovers. Ready anytime. Grab yours today at loca.ca.
Century Casino presents Kim Mitchell. Friday, November 7th, live in the showroom. The anthems that lit up Canadian summers, the rock that lit up the charts, and now Kim Mitchell lights up Edmonton. Kim Mitchell, one night only at Century Casino Edmonton. Tickets available through Ticketmaster.
Come for the action, stay for the fun.
Prostate cancer affects 1 in 6 men in Alberta, and this November we're fighting back. Every dollar raised fuels early detection and life-saving support. Donate today for the men in our province. Visit keepitinalberta.ca to start your fundraiser or donate.
You haven't set your lineup yet, right? It's Fantasy Frenzy with Halley and Douglas on Sports 1440.
Presented by Will Hawk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky.
Just gonna let it. How do you listen to this and not say, "Yeah, good song"? Well, you don't have to love it. Yeah, it's not life-changing, but good song. Welcome back to Fantasy Frenzy here on Sports 1440. Connor Halley. We've got Donovan Paulson in today covering for Beto, who's on vacation, heading down to Mexico, who did text in and said this is his second grouping of weddings. There was also one when he was 22 to 25, and now at age 29 to 32, maybe his second go around at it. Maybe there's some second marriages in there. Who knows? Some people get married young and last forever. Sometimes it doesn't. So maybe we'll get a rundown for that from Duke when he returns. Fantasy Frenzy is brought to you by Will Hawk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky, online at willhawkbeefjerky.com. Go check them out. Only available in Leduc. The text line is 1-833-401-1440. You can also email us, Connor at sports1440.ca, and send it to Brandon at sports1440.ca as well. He won't see it, but you can send it to him and, I don't know, blow up his inbox for when he returns. Dusty Chandler texting in 8 goals in the second in Colorado. Yeah, Colorado was up 2-0 after 20 and then 4 goals on each side. Jersey probably felt like, hey, maybe we're in this, and didn't come out in the third and get the job done. This segment brought to you by elksnation.ca. Of course, you've got articles and more at the website, but 2 weekly podcasts with Eddie Steele and Declan Kruger breaking down the green and gold, the most in-depth WE football coverage you're going to find out there. Check it out, elksnation.ca. Coach Al says, ask those why. Who wouldn't go see Foo Fighters? Did they see them in the past and it was not a good concert? I don't know. I know Husk got his tickets already. Queens is the main reason he's going. Yeah. Queens of the Stone Age, another one. That'd be that's just a great show, in my humble opinion. We got some fantasy football questions. First, I want to ask you, Donovan. I don't think I've asked you this. How are your teams? You're in how many leagues this year?
2.
And how's it going? Playoff position or what?
I'm in perfect position. I'm not perfect on the season, sorry, but I'm second I'm third in both.
Okay.
I am rocking in the Dynasty League. I'm 6-2 in each.
Okay, that's pretty good.
In the Dynasty League, my team is very win now focused.
You got to live in the moment.
But I still do have my, younger pieces like Jahmyr Gibbs and such. But in my redraft, my team is loaded.
Yeah.
I love my team.
That's how many friends of yours?
Me and 11 other dudes.
Oh, 12
team league.
Okay.
It's loaded.
I like that because so who's on your squad? Tell us.
CeeDee Lamb.
He's back.
JSN. Josh Jacobs. Josh Allen. Obviously on bye Emeka Egbuka this week. I have a Marion Hampton stashed away.
He'll be back 2 weeks probably.
Yeah, and then the only real question mark for I have your boy Gadsden,
Oh, good.
the Chargers tight end.
Did you get that tip from me, or did you just go out there and grab it?
I did it myself, and then the only question for me is the one flex spot, and it's which Carolina Panthers running back is going to be viable because I have them both.
That is a good question. Good to have them both. I mean, then at least he's not whoever you don't play isn't lighting it up for someone else. Better your bench than someone else's starting squad roster. That's what I always say. That's a good team. I was gonna say something. Okay, we're through that quickly again.
Allen Jacobs.
Oh, JSN.
Yeah,
Did you hear me and the Duke story with JSN?
I did not.
So we're doing the Fantasy Frenzy League, and Snake Draft comes back to us. I'm like, we should go JSN. Duke says, Scary Terry. I'm like, all right, Duke, I trust you. He's a good fantasy football mind. Now, injuries haven't helped Scary Terry with himself or his starting quarterback. But that's the story. Every time I see like JSN put up 18 points and Scary Terry's not even in the lineup. And then, of course, this week he scores a touchdown. We benched him. Won the game. But we found ourselves in a conundrum where we have Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison. But they don't have a quarterback. But like 2 weeks ago, Addison outscored Jefferson. It's a tough one.
I traded Jordan Addison.
Smart.
For Hampton.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really good. Especially when Najee went down. Kamani Vidal's looked really good too, though.
I did it because my team can survive with the injury, and it doesn't matter. He's just stashed away. My team's 6-2. Ride it out.
Get him in that flex spot later.
Oh, baby.
It's not bad. Kurt from Barhead says, good day, gentlemen. I can only start 2 of the following players. Roma Dunze, Lad McConkey, Olave, Pittman, McLaurin, Nico Collins. Any suggestions? For me right now, and this kind of changes it with Nico's health, if he's good to go, I go Odunze and McConkey. Olave, as Tyler Shuck, is probably going to throw him a hospital ball. Michael Pittman is right in that conversation because good player and can be utilized in the screens as well. Terry McLaurin, told you, I have him in one of my leagues. I don't want him. So I probably go Odunze, McConkey, or Pittman. What do you think?
Yeah, I'd be looking at probably. I think you got to start Rome for me, and yeah, Lad.
He's kind of getting his groove back.
He's getting his groove back.
Did you see his drop on Thursday night?
Yeah,
straight in the face.
Yeah,
That's why Justin Herbert is if man, because we say if his receiver catches that when it hits him in the face. But 9 targets. That's 10 targets. The last 2 games, he's finally reached double-digit targets.
Yeah, I like where Lad's trending. I think Rome is I think he's a really, really good player. And as much as I'm not the biggest Caleb Williams guy, I think Rome is just a steady Eddie. You've seen the 2 bad weeks, and now he looks like he's trending up again. Olave, I'm just never going to like because of that team is terrible.
But he's such a good player.
He's a great player on just
an
awful team. So I never go near those players. Michael Pittman, he's a good option, but I like the other 2 better. Scary Terry is scary to put into your lineup because you have no idea what he's going to do. And Nico Collins, man, he's a hell of a player, but it's been a tough year.
Tough year for the Texans offense.
Yeah.
Even the defense kind of gets put in bad positions because of it. Just if you're thinking about it, looking at those guys, Rome Odunze had 10 targets last week. That was almost a season high. He had 11 way back in week 2 against the Lions. But anytime he's targeted north of 10 times, he's been a 100 yards guy. I think that's got to be Caleb Williams, a key to success. Got to find a way because Rome Odunze, big player, 6'4", 215, can get downfield, give him a chance to go make plays. I think that's a good idea. Michael Pittman, the last couple of weeks, targets have been up to 9. And he's had good games. So it's really not a bad idea to look at him. Nico Collins, he's got to get back out there. In his last game, this is Monday night against Seattle, 10 targets, 4 catches, 27 yards. You need better than that from him. And he's only cracked the 100-yard mark once. But this is this could almost be a week to week type thing, I would say. Like when you have these guys, like there's no one. I think Rome Odunze is a guy you must start. The rest, you might just want to go week to week looking at opponents and who's giving up the most.
I might agree with you there. Like all of those are really good options. In saying even as much as I hate the Saints offense, as much as I think Chris Olave is a great player and a horrific offense, they're all really awesome players, and it could change week to week who's going to be the big dog who might win your matchup. I lean to Ladd and Rome just naturally because I think they are the two guys most likely to succeed. But like in saying that, Pittman's had a nice year. Scary Terry, it might just be a lost year, but you know that there's a guy in there, and you know that he's got that connection when Jaden Daniels is back. And Nico, like you've seen it before, and you've seen him be just an absolute stud. And the Texans offense last week looked really good. So, man, I don't know. You can't really go that wrong, I don't think, with any of them, except for probably Chris Olave this week.
Yeah, so McLaurin goes up against Seattle. That's a good defense, so X him out immediately. Olave is going up against the Rams with his quarterback situation, like the Rams front seven, they can get after quarterbacks. Don't like that one. Nico Collins gets the Denver Broncos, who even without Patrick Surtain, very good defense, so I probably X him out. You got Pittman up against the Steelers. So that, yeah, look, Ladd McConkey gets Tennessee with Justin Herbert. To me, that's a must start. And Rome Odunze gets the Bengals. With all due respect, that defense,
it's terrible.
So
it's awful.
Yeah, I think we found our way. Odunze and Ladd McConkey for this one.
And the other thing about Terry is, who knows if Jaden Daniels is good to go with the hamstring?
Yeah,
he's expected to practice, but that doesn't mean he's going to be good to go. And I'm going to always lean with health in that situation and the guy who I think is going to deliver. And those are Ladd in the perfect nice game, and then Rome against the Bengals. Sorry, Josh, but if you're giving up that many points to the Jets, I think Rome's going to look really good.
When did I start playing defense for the Cincinnati Bengals? I know what sucks.
Your team.
Like every team in the NFL is apparently involved in trade talks for Trey Hendrickson, who's still out with injury.
Hurt, yeah. Well,
I'm disgusted.
Triple Cena Trucks says the Commanders aren't last year's Commanders. I would agree. And injuries don't help. Brendo said he's already purchased tickets for Queens of the Stone Age and Foo. Saw Foo back when Dave Grohl had a broken leg at the throne on the stage. Good show. Yeah, I think they put on a good show. I'm with you. We had a text come in here. I'm just going to scroll down and make sure I get the name right because I don't want to butcher it. It was about Trevor Zegras last night and the actions. Stulo, not a fan of the Penguins or the Flyers, but I think Zegras has a death wish going after Carr last night. Should be a fun rematch. For those who missed it, Zegras grabs a Carr's helmet, rips it off, and then kind of hides behind the ref. I mean, I have no problem with like Trevor Zegras. He looked bad. Did you see the play? I'm just watching it again right now. Kind of looked like a wimp, like the way it all played out. But you know what? I don't mind if he's adding that greasy element to his game. Like he's kind of people look at him as soft. Playing in Anaheim probably didn't help. You know, the skill set. He's gonna have to answer to that probably. But I kind of like him being that little grease ball. Do those little things. Why not?
I just really don't like Trevor Zegras, to be honest. So when I see him do something like that, I think to myself, yeah, I just hate you more now.
Hey, people hate Brad Marchand.
I don't, when he does stuff like him doing that, I don't know. It seems a bit forced to me. Like, I don't know. It's just him. Like, he hasn't been great in Philly. He hasn't. And I don't know if that's him trying to give himself a little more leeway with Rick Tocchet or what that is. But, man, Trevor Zegras just, I don't like him. I don't think I ever will.
Why don't you like him?
I have this thing where, regardless of if it's sports, movies, whatever, I always hate players, movies, whatever, that are all style, no substance, I view Trevor Zegras as the ultimate all style, no substance player.
You said he hasn't been that good in Philly. He hasn't really been that good in a few years.
He hasn't been that good, period, in his NHL career. Oh, yeah, wonderful. You can do a Michigan. Awesome. Good for you.
23 goals. Pretty good.
Maybe
Back-to-back years.
Maybe work on the rest of your skills. Maybe, I don't know, become a better hockey player. Maybe learn how to play defense. I don't know.
Nah.
Nah.
He got the cover of NHL. I'm jealous.
It was probably a nice payday.
Yeah. I'm with you. Got to add. I mean, hey, he's adding elements to his game. Maybe he's becoming a rat. Now that changes a little bit. The next thing is the defensive game. He's got the offensive flair, but I'm with you. You need to see more from him. But when he had the back-to-back 23 goals, I was like, okay, maybe he got something here. He's no Mason McTavish. That's the guy down in Anaheim. I love that guy.
You know what? In Anaheim, I hate to do this because Duke's clearly still listening, but the Ducks are really surprising in a very good way right now.
Why?
Well, they just all their young players
Weren't
are
they
taking,
everybody's dark horse to make the playoffs this year?
Well, I thought they were going to be terrible again.
Oh, okay.
Now, maybe that's just because I wanted to laugh at Duke a little bit and have a little fun with him. But I thought people were overhyping them. But Leo Carlson has been amazing. Cutter Gauthier looks really, really good. All their young players have taken massive steps forward. I mean, Beckett Seneca, everybody clowned on that pick when it happened. I mean, I know he's a -6, but
he did it himself.
He's looked pretty good.
His reaction was one of the all-time greats.
It was awesome. I love Jackson Lacombe.
Yep.
I quietly might be coming around to the Anaheim Ducks, and I can't believe that Chris Kreider has been good. I thought for sure this was the Chris Kreider retirement home tour.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I thought he'd be like terrible, but decline.
He was the funniest stat from last season for me was halfway into the year. Obviously, like he made the Four Nations team.
Yeah.
He was put on that team. And last season, he had 8 assists all year. 8.
That's crazy. How many games?
68.
Okay. He's a shooter. It's a 50 goal scorer, Donovan.
He had 22 goals and 8 assists last year.
Yeah.
He had 4 assists at the halfway mark of the season. It was hilarious. He looked like there was nothing left. Like 22 goals is fine, but he looked awful. And now, you know what? Credit to Chris Kreider. He's come back and he looks good again.
Didn't play yesterday.
Yeah, he didn't. But Chris Kreider, like in 5 games, he's got 5 points.
Yeah. And you know what? I mean, that's what that team needs. I think they did a good job bringing in a couple of older players to guide the young guys. But yeah, you can't just chip in 8 assists all year. You got to have a little bit more playmaking ability than that. Just a couple of notes here in case you missed it. Logan Cooley got a 8-year extension earlier this morning. Allegedly, it was agreed to a few days ago. $80 million, so a $10 million AAV for the young Mammoth forward. And in the NFL, Aiden Hutchinson, 4-year extension with the Detroit Lions, $180 million. So parents, if your kid is like 6'4", 210, plays hockey and football, get him on the football field. $180 million for 4 years. Logan Cooley signs 8 years, $80 million. I guess we could have the discussion among health and CTE and such, but man, good time to be a football player. Hutchinson's a beast, though. Yeah, they're not maybe equal players at their playing field.
Yeah. Were you surprised by the number?
For who?
Hutchinson.
No. He was in the league in sack last year before the injury.
I meant a little low.
Oh, low.
I felt like it was a little low.
What did you think? You think he'd be getting like 200 million?
No, I didn't think it'd be 200 million. I just thought he would be, I don't know. I thought he would be like an extra million on top of Parsons.
See, I don't think he's that good, personally.
Just the age thing.
Yeah.
Like he's young. He was leading the league in sacks. Like, I think he's that good. Maybe I overvalue him.
It still makes him the second highest paid edge rusher, though.
It does.
So
And it's not like he's getting chump change here. But like, I thought he could have gotten a little bit more, and I know he's from Detroit. He loves that city, right? So it's not that surprising, I guess, in the grand scheme of things. But and you pan to Logan Cooley, and it's like, just if you can play any other sport, play any other sport.
yeah, get into baseball.
Like, and then yeah.
I guess the good thing for like Cooley's 21. This contract takes him to age 30. Is he 1 year left on his deal right now?
Yeah.
Well, like he'll still be in line to get another big payday. Hutchinson, when this one wraps up, I think will be 30, so he can probably cash in one more time. Good money for those young men. Congratulations. We'll take a break here. When we come back, more text. We'll let you know what's coming up on the Lowdown and the Jason Gregor Show. It's Fantasy Frenzy, brought to you by Will Hawk Beef Jerky.
Hi, Mike here from Northgate Chevrolet Buick GMC. I'm super excited to tell you today that we have fed over 250 families so far with our Feed 500 Families event. With that said, we are still short of our goal. We have decided to continue this on through to the end of October. With your help and your support, we can get this done. Please stop in and see us today, 13215 97th Street, or visit us online at northgategm.com.
Hey everybody, it's Jason Stradling. How would you like to join me and the superstars of hockey on an exotic holiday? Join us on a 7-night cruise through the Mexican Riviera, leaving from Los Angeles and including Cabo, Mazatlan, Puerto Vallarta, and more. While we relax and cruise the tropical waters, you can attend an intimate meet and greet with legends like Bill Ranford, Fernando Pisani, Kelly Buckberger, Ron Lowe, Gene Principe, Jack Michaels, Louis DeBrusque, and more. There's still time to get in on every hockey fan's dream cruise. Book now and save $500 per couple. The Edmonton Hockey Legends Cruise. Price start at just $23.99. Part of the proceeds support the Ben Stelter Foundation and Kids with Cancer.
Visit cast.tours/Edmonton. Call 1-833-347-7678. Call now to book and save $500 per cabin when you mention promo code Stingray Radio. That's cast.tours, 1-833-347-7678.
Want sports talk on the go?
You can listen to 1440 on the AM dial or stream us on your mobile device through apps like Radio Player, iHeart, and Stingray Music.
Edmonton sports fans,
turn to Sports 1440.
1440.
Michelle and Colette are sisters. Sisters who don't agree on much, especially when it comes to which hockey team is the best.
Edmonton is the best, baby. Vancouver's #1.
Even when it comes to meat snacks from Wilhawks.
I love the Herrischweiner. The ham sausage rules.
But they will agree
Wilhawk beef jerky is the best.
it might just be the only thing Alberta hockey fans can agree on.
Others can try to imitate, but no one can duplicate Wilhawk beef jerky. Only available in Leduc. Get yours today, because you don't win friends with salad.
Actions speak louder than words. Japa Machinery Group puts your construction plan into action with XCMG construction machinery you need. Available for rental or sale. Learn more at japamachinery.com.
Wendy's most important deal of the day has a fresh lineup. Pick any 2 breakfast items for $4. New 4-piece French toast sticks, bacon or sausage wrap, biscuit or English muffin sandwiches, small hot coffee, and more. Limited time only at participating Wendy's. Taxes extra.
Who should start? Who needs to hit the bench? Find out with Fantasy Frenzy with Halley and Douglas. This is Sports 1440.
Presented by Will Hawk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky.
It's 11:46. Welcome back to Fantasy Frenzy here on Sports 1440. Connor Halley. We've got Donovan Paulson firing the people up. Sam Wilness here as well. The text line 1-833-401-1440. The show brought to you by Will Hawk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky, online at willhawkbeefjerky.com. You can also check us out on YouTube. Sports 1440 AM is the channel to do so. It is Wednesday. That means Kevin McCurdy coming up on the Lowdown with Low Tide and more. I am assuming they'll probably get into some Jays and Oilers talk. And then on the Jason Greger show, a loaded show, Mike Rupp going to join us to kick things off just after 2 o'clock. Grant Fedoruk will be by from Leading Edge Physiotherapy. We'll talk about injuries, of course, always going to happen. Maybe get a little timetable on what he thinks could be a time of return for Zach Hyman coming back from the wrist injury. We'll have Cam Tate's 2-minute warning, Dave McCarthy with Sirius XM NHL. It is the business of sports with Rich Winter, longtime NHL player agent. Our guest today will be Kurt Hill, GM of the Edmonton Oil Kings, and it'll be a cool conversation. GM of a WHL or any junior hockey team, kind of a different one because you're going through cycles, right? There's going to be ups and downs and kind of that time when you peak and you go all in, and then time when you sell and try to rebuild for the next run. Speck will be by, and then Tyler Yaremchuk. So lots to get to on Sports 1440 today. And then at 6 o'clock, we got Blue Jays baseball. Game 5 of the World Series from Los Angeles, currently tied at 2 games apiece. We know the series is coming back to Toronto. Will the Jays be up 3-2 or down 3-2? We'll find that out tonight. And like many of you guys, fired up for this one. I like when they showed people around the stadium last night, and you saw a lot of Jays hats and some Jays jerseys. I mean, people are all in for this one. So always good to see. And like I said, you can catch it here on Sports 1440, radio feed only. If you do listen online, it's going to be Fox Sports. That's just the way it goes. If we start putting those games on our online stream, then Toronto Rogers, why would people listen to them? It just makes sense. Savage gets the start for the Jays and Snell for the Dodgers. How are we feeling about that matchup there, Donovan?
You know what? I feel okay tonight. I do. I don't feel like I feel like Trey Savage. This is not a great spot for him being down in LA. This isn't a must-win game, but I don't think you're going to win 2 in a row against the Dodgers. I really don't. I think they're that good of a team.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel good in the sense of the Jays have seen Blake Snell a million times. They have, they dominated him in game 1. I don't think they're going to have that same level of they're not going to hit 5 of Blake Snell's changeups, which was the most he's ever given up in his career, which is a crazy stat. The most he's now given up in his career is 5 hits off his changeup in a game. Crazy. But I think this is a winnable game. I also just look at this Dodgers offense and say Mookie Betts is 3 for 19 in the series. He's been terrible. They have a lot of guys who aren't hitting right now.
Mm-hmm.
You walk Shohei Ohtani and you just say, you know what, Mookie, you've been struggling all series. Come and get us. And it's crazy to say that about a future Hall of Famer and an MVP winner, but he struggled. And you challenge him and you walk Shohei every single at bat because he's the one guy who's going to haunt you.
I don't know if fatigue plays a part in it. Shohei's a mutant, and I mean that in the highest praise. He struck out twice yesterday. They walked him once, right?
Yep.
He was 0 for 3. That was a long-ass game. Then he has to pitch and bat. Now he's got to play again tonight. I'm not saying you don't walk him, but I don't think you feel... Well, famous last words. I don't want to say you don't fear him, because you still fear him. But I think in certain situations, I don't know if you have to walk him.
There's obviously the situations where you probably don't want to walk him, but I look at it and say, who am I confident that is... Who do I think can truly hurt us the most in this series? And it's blatantly obvious it's Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah.
Mookie's doing nothing. Freddie's had his moments in this series. You got to watch for him. But after Freddie, Max Muncy has 3 hits. Down in their lineup, Tommy
Smith
Edman
did nothing yesterday.
Smith did nothing yesterday. I'm not too... As weird as it sounds, this Dodgers juggernaut, it's a little leaky. The ship is a little leaky. They're not as strong as people are thinking they are right now. And
you know what? I was just going to say, Freddie Freeman, so damn likable, right? He hits the walk-off. I'm like, oh, he's such a good guy. Why couldn't it be someone else? But Snell, in game 1, they got after him. They were extending his at-bats, north of 10 pitches sometimes. I think that's kind of the key for some of the guys especially lower in the lineup. Like, okay, maybe you're not going to get a hit, but if you can force Snell to throw north of 6 pitches to 10, like wear him down a little bit, who knows? And like you said, the bats, they're getting, and I think for your Savage, like a chance, like this is what you want. This is the dream. This is video game stuff from where he started. You don't make it to the majors that fast in video games. I can tell you, like road to the what's the game called? The Show?
Yeah, MLB The Show. Yeah.
It takes time. A couple of years maybe. You start off in AA, AAA, then it takes time. You Savage has just made that jump in one season. I think this is a really cool opportunity for him. We'll see what happens. It's going to be a lot of fun. I had a text here or a comment on the YouTube channel. I have Ferguson and Gadsden. Which should I trade for Debo? Neither. I mean, Debo, just going to look at his statistics, he started off the year really good. 4 or 5 weeks, he was very good for fantasy, north of 13 points. Last week, 2.7. If I was trading one, I would personally be trying to keep Gadsden. He looks really good for the Chargers. He's opening up the middle of the field. Herbert finds him, and he's got sticky hands. And his dad was a heck of a player, too, for the Miami Dolphins with like one-hand catch highlight reel. Unbelievable stuff. I'm biased, but it would be Gadsden I'd be keeping. Because, especially if it's like a keeper league, I don't know the specifics of your league, but keeping him on your team would go a long way, I would think. We did get a message here. Just said this upcoming Saturday, November 1st, 3 p.m. at Jasper Place Bowl. It's the U16 CDMFA Division City Championship game. Edmonton's own West Edmonton Raiders are taking on the Lloydminster Junior Raiders. So the Raiders are going to win. Hoping someone can give a shout out. Yeah, well, there you go. CDMFA Championship, U16. Raiders versus the Raiders. Lloydminster, Edmonton. I had a few buddies that played for the Edmonton Raiders growing up. Don't love the team name. Biased Chargers fan. I actually played touch football for the Raiders. I showed up to a game once wearing a Chargers hat, and they said, never wear that hat again. Yeah. That's how it was. And said I'd go to court if I did it again, which usually resulted in buying beer. So it wasn't the worst punishment, but yeah. Cool event going on in the city, West Edmonton Bowl. Great spot for it. I won't be there. It's the little guy's first birthday on Saturday. So
it's a big deal.
I'm a little preoccupied on that one, but anyone want to go watch some good football? I was out watching my cousin's kid play 2 weeks ago. I think they're grade 9. I don't know the exact age. It was fun. So much respect for the coaches because football is a complex game. To get them ready, it's a lot of work. So good on them. Well, Donovan, fun show. You'll be back again for the next, 7 shows, I guess.
Yeah, next 7 shows.
Firing people up.
We'll
debate Trevor Zegras every day. Big thank you to you guys for tuning into the show. Check the podcast if you missed it or go watch it back on YouTube. For Donovan, Josh, and Sam, I'm Connor Halley. Thank you guys again. Let's get to a Sports 1440 update before we head over to the Lowdown with Lowtide. Brought to you by Will Hawk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky. Check them out online, willhawkbeefjerky.com. Only available in Leduc.
This is a Sports 1440 update.
Blue Jays look to take the series lead tonight as the rookie Trey Savage start things off for the Jays. Blake Snell on the mound for the Dodgers' first pitch at 6 p.m. In the NHL, only a single game tonight as the Maple Leafs head to Columbus to take on the Blue Jackets. And off the ice, Utah Mammoth have signed Logan Cooley to an 8-year, $80 million extension. The Oil Kings on the road tonight as they head to Lethbridge, puck drop at 7. And in the AJ, Devon in Grand Prairie to take on the Storm. Raptors at home tonight as the Rockets come to town. Tip-off at 4:30. 9 other games in the NBA tonight, including the Pistons hosting the Magic. The Kings go against the Bulls. The Pacers take on the Mavericks, and the Lakers look to get a win over the Minnesota Timberwolves. Some contract news out of the NFL as Detroit Lions have signed edge rusher Aiden Hutchinson to a 4-year, $80 million extension. Coming up at the top of the hour, it's the Lowdown with Lowtide here on Sports 1440. And this has been your Sports 1440 update with Sam Wellness.
Sports 1440.